anger, one of our emotions, and it is just that, it's an emotion. I know from my own experience there can be a tendency to label ourselves as an angry person, and that serves nobody. Anger, it veils, it masks our true nature, our true self. It's a natural reaction to things that happen in the world around us, but if it persists, if anger becomes, in a way, your natural state of being, well then it will veil the beauty in the world. It'll veil the love which lies within your heart. So you can't dismiss your emotions. It's sheer arrogance to think, right, I'm not going to be that angry person anymore, because anger is an aspect of ourselves, but it's not the full picture. So in the past, I found myself justifying my anger. A certain situation would arise, and because I was an angry person, I would then justifiably react in an angry manner. And this perpetuated, it became a cycle. I was this angry person. And it's only through my spiritual inquiry that you start to tease apart, you start to, in a way, dissect the idea of whom you are, what it is that makes you whom you are. And the realization for me was that there's this sense of self, there's a sense of yourself which is always there, it never changes. And within this sense of self, so emotions arise, and anger being one of them. And the more I could witness, the more I could recognise when I felt anger, when I felt I was being angry, well then maybe I didn't react so strongly. I realised the anger was arising in the moment, and without my immediate reaction, without me immediately latching on and associating myself with being an angry person, well then, do you know what? The anger, it soon dissipates, it soon dissolves. You can maybe look at the reasons why you feel angry, why anger arises within you. It can be a mask, it can hide fear. Indignation, I found when things weren't going my way and I felt righteous in the way that I was going about my life, well then there'd be an angry reaction. So maybe your perspective upon yourself, the way you move through your life, can in a way be addressed, be looked at. But you're not looking to fix yourself. When I share these thoughts, it's not another stick, a spiritual stick to beat yourself with if you're feeling anger. You can't control how you feel. Feelings, emotions arise, but like I say, maybe with awareness and patience, there's the realization that we are not just our emotions. They're just a part, they're just an aspect of ourselves. So what can we do? Well, first and foremost, it's not useful to label yourself as an angry person, because that just reinforces the cycle, it reinforces the pattern. Anger happens, but anger passes, just as our other emotions arise and then dissolve. So not to reinforce this idea of being an angry person, and the more familiar you become with this process of witnessing, of experiencing how you feel, you may be able to then become aware of how you react to that feeling. And that's so powerful, that is so important. But it takes time. For me, it took quite a long time. And in that time, it was a process. It wasn't like flicking a switch from some angry, hot-headed person to a calm, tranquil person. And you know what? I still get angry right now. Well, not right now, but I still get angry in this stage of my life. But it's just a fleeting, passing visitor. It's fascinating because it's not just a mental reaction, you get all the physical reactions, adrenaline, heart beating faster, and It's a fascinating process, but within seconds of recognising that process, it soon dissipates, it soon dissolves. So not labelling yourself as an angry person, and maybe have some coping strategies in place once you become more familiar with the cycle of your emotions. And for me, coping strategies would be to be aware of my breath. When you're angry, you tend to hold on to your breath, so it's almost impossible to breathe smoothly, to breathe deeply when you're angry. You can be aware of your breath. There can be other coping strategies. I've put some videos up in the past on using hasta or hand mudras. Just this simple hand gesture can be a powerful reminder that we're not just our thoughts, feelings, our emotions. We're this sense of self, our higher self. We are the love infinite which lies within us all. So as you move into your day, you're not looking to flick some switch, maybe just awareness of yourself as you move through your day and looking at yourself from a slightly different perspective, a slightly different angle. You are not this angry person. Anger arises without your involvement, and as much as you can do without reacting, the anger will soon dissolve and we connect more with our true nature, with our true selves.